Hello students, good afternoon to all of you. I hope you all guys are doing well. My audio and video is clear. Then please test me so that we can start the class. Please give me a confirmation my audio and video is clear or not. Is it clear? Am I audible to everyone? Okay, beta. So that is the last class of the mathematical tools. Okay. So what is the agenda of the today's class? Earlier we just completed the what is the basic mathematics in the terms of quadratic equation, in the terms of linear variables, that is the linear equations, what is the logarithmic function, and we also see that graph of some basic function. Then we cover some basic idea about the trigonometry and what is the basic formula of the trigonometry that we should remember. Okay, the today that is a very important lecture because today we just complete and take a quick review of the differentiation and integration. And you guys know what is importance of differentiation and integration in whole physics. I can say that the differentiation or integration is acting like a backbone for the physics. Without differentiation and integration, we can't able to do good problem in physics. Okay, so it is necessary for us to just understand the meaning of the differentiation and integration, feel the situation, what is the physical interpretation of differentiation, okay, why calculus come into picture, and how we can differentiate the function. Here I am not going to derive the expression for differentiation, but I just tell the formula and we have to keep formula in your mind. Okay, so I hope is it okay for you. So let's start with in last class that is the two important formula, that is the two theta formula. One is the cos square theta and another is the sine square theta. And I hope these two important formula you already remember. Okay. In similar types like sine 3 theta, cos 3 theta, tan 3 theta, you can learn more and more formula. But we just focus that important formula that use again and again in your physics also. So we advise to you guys just remember this formula for all the time, okay, and memorize through formula, give a lot of practice, do numericals on this formula, taking some basic help of your trigonometry also. Okay, here there are two types of rule that we have to understand. One is the sine rule and then another is the cosine rule. Sometimes it also helps to find out the different types of value where we can't find direct value. First of all, why trigonometry come into picture? Trigonometry come into picture to relate the side and angle. Okay, beta. If somebody asks to me why trigonometry we study, beta, because trigonometry tells the relation between angle and side, and if right angle triangle is given, that is beautifulness of trigonometry. You can always tell a relation, always develop a relation between side and angle. So what happens in such type of scenario? Any two side is given and the third side is asked with the help of angle. But sometimes what will happen if angle is not right angle, if triangle is not right angle, then what we have to do? How we can find out the side? In such type of situations, there are two rules we have to follow. One is the sine rule and another is the cosine rule. if this is a triangle and we can say this is not a right hand triangle, this can be any type of triangle, and say this angle is angle A, the angle that is angle B, and this is angle C. So what is sine rule? If we tell the side opposite to angle A, that is small a, side opposite to angle B, that is the small b, side opposite to angle C, that is the small c, then sine A upon A, sine B upon B equal to sine C upon C. You have to remember this formula. But personally, I am not too much interested in the sine rule. I more believe in the cosine rule. That is depend upon the personal choice. So basically, I'm more comfortable in cosine rule. And what is the cosine rule, beta? In such type of scenario, if three side is given and it is not necessary that this is a right angle triangle, then you can also find out the angle included between two sides. Suppose if we know all three sides A, B, and C, and if you want to find out this angle, that angle included between side B and C, we can form by this formula. What is formula, beta? Cos A is written as b square plus c square minus a square divided over 2bc. अरे ऐसे अनु बेटा, लिसन यार बेटा कैसे कर रहे हैं, देखो ध्यान से देखना भाई। हम बात करते हैं कि यार सर जब मुझे एंगल ए फाइंड आउट करना है तो ए को भूल जाओ, एक किन दो साइड से मिलके बना है, तो आपका आंसर होगा सर बी एंड सी। बी एंड सी लिख दो, बी स्क्वायर प्लस सी स्क्वायर। और जो नहीं है, एक ही ए जिनसे मिलके नहीं बना है, मतलब एक के जो अपोजिट में साइड है उसका स्क्वायर यहाँ पे माइनस कर दो। ओके, ध्यान रहे अगर ए लिख रहे हो तो नीचे ए वाला टर्म नहीं आएगा, 2bc। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर। इन द सेम मैनर इफ यू वांट टू राइट डाउन द cos b, तो cos b, ये जो एंगल b डेवलप हुआ है किस साइड की वजह से हुआ है? दिस एंड दिस साइड a and c, we can say a square plus c square minus b square divided over 2ac. In the same manner we can write down the for cos a, but this is the Bhagwan formula beta. Bhagwan, Allah, Jesus, whatever you want to say, this is the game changing formula. Actually in the whole trigonometry, when all population involving do some type of the here and there calculation, but some type of tricky point here you can solve any type of question where the side and angle that we have to relate, solve from here, solve from here. If we see one example how this can be held, suppose that if a right angle triangle is given in something like this. Okay, see here, and say that if this angle is given, suppose this angle is 60 degrees, and this side, for example, we can say suppose if this side is A, this side is given that under root 2a, and we have to find out this side. In normal trigonometry, can we find out this value by using normal trigonometry? Yes or no? What is our answer? No, sir. Because we can't apply where is perpendicular. And we can't say this angle is also 60 because this is not an equilateral triangle. Then how we can find? Click here, sir. Side, 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 and one angle is given. It means हो गया काम? यस या नो बेटा? तो अगर मैं इसको एंगल ए बोल दूं, बी बोल दूं, सी बोल दूं, तो आप तो बोलोगे एंगल बी तो पता है ना सर। अगर एंगल बी मुझे पता है तो हमको खेल दे, खेल लिए बेटा आप तो। कैसे सर? cos बी की वैल्यू डाल दोगे, cos 60 हो जाएगा 1/2, एंड व्हाट इज द अपोजिट साइड? दैट इज a स्क्वायर प्लस व्हाट इज दिस साइड? रूट 2a स्क्वायर माइनस माइनस माइनस। सी हियर सर, आपने तो गलत ही कर दिया, आपने तो ध्यान ही नहीं दिया। सर क्या गलत किया आपने, जरा देखो तो सही। आप cos b के लिए लिख रहे हो तो ये a स्क्वायर को माइनस में करना पड़ेगा। am I करेक्ट बेटा? अरे यस या नो बोलो तो यार बेटा। तो cos 60 इक्वल टू 1/2, we can say this can be written as x square plus root 2a square minus a square डिवाइड ओवर बेटा यहाँ लिख सकते हैं 2 times a into root 2a। यस या नो भाई? यहाँ से अननोन एक ही वैल्यू है x, x के लिए सॉल्व कर लो, आंसर आ जाएगा। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर फॉर एवरीवन। ओके, एंड वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड महसूस करो बेटा व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस, कैसे ये गेम चेंजिंग फार्मूला बना। मतलब राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल नहीं भी है फिर भी वैल्यू निकलवा रहा है, अब क्या ही चाहिए बेटा। यस या नो? चीजें क्लियर हो तो प्लीज गिव मी अ thumbs up so that we can move forward for next concept. If everything is clear, because these are the very important things whatever I discuss here. Okay, what is the cosine rule? Next, I will move further calculus section. So first of all, we have to very much aware and very much mentally prepare that calculus is very important for us. Why calculus is very important? Because whenever Newton involved in his research and at a particular point of time he felt that he can't able to move forward his research because of the some constraint, then he derive a new branch of mathematics for his physics. So what is the calculus? Calculus is a tool which helps to analyze the physics. I hope you can understand whatever I want to convey to you. Calculus just come into picture for make easy of the physics so that we can easily analyze the situation, we can easily give the interpretation, whatever cannot give by algebra, trigonometry, coordinate geometry, the same task that is critical task that is performed by the calculus. That's why we give a lot of importance to calculus. Okay, normal mathematics can't able to solve the physical situations better. Okay, where calculus come into picture and change the whole game, change the entire scenario. That's why calculus is too much important, beta. Okay, calculus is okay. Whenever we want to analyze a small change that cannot be measured by the simple mathematics, okay, that small change is measured what is known as the differentiation. This is the branch of calculus where we deal the small change is known as the differentiation, and another is the inverse process of differentiation where we sum up the things. Whenever we want to calculate the variable area, then we use integration. Let us take by one example, let's try to understand what is the differentiation. Let's see. Okay, GNV Bhavnagar, GNV Jalgaon, and GNV Rajkot. I hope is it clear for all GNV? Let's see. Sir, let's try to understand what is the physical interpretation of the differentiation. Suppose if we do a plantation, if we do a plantation by today, so can you tell me what is the growth of the plant if you do plantation by today? After next 1 hour, what is the growth of the plant? Can you tell me? Is there any scale that can measure what is the growth of a particular plant that I planted before 1 hour? Okay, I can't show if there is any mathematical tool that can measure. At the same example, you can also take that कि सपोज मैं टकला होके आया हूँ बेटा और मैं 1 घंटे बाद देख रहा हूँ कि मेरे बालों की ग्रोथ क्या है, व्हाट इज द ग्रोथ ऑफ आवर हेयर. तो जस्ट टकला होके आ रहा हूँ और स्केल लेके मेजर कर रहा हूँ व्हाट इज द ग्रोथ ऑफ आवर हेयर. कैन यू एबल टू मेजर? ऐसी कोई स्केल दुनिया में बनी है? अरे यस जानो बेटा, वी कांट मेजर बेटा. But in mathematics, in research, it is necessary to find out a small change. There are a lot of mathematics and their work is too much based on the accuracy. And where we want to accuracy, there it is necessary to find out a small change. That's why differentiation play an important role. Even differentiation can measure the very small change. Okay, even differentiation can tell me what is the growth of your hair after 1 hour. That is the strength of differentiation that makes me different, that makes it different from other branch of the mathematics. I hope it's clear, beta. Okay, because so here we can say if y is a function of x, we already know what is the meaning of function. And here, if we want to find out the considerable change, if we want to अच्छा, sound is echoing. Okay, beta. Give me 1 second so that we can. Now, echo is continue. Now it is clear. Okay. So suppose wait for 1 second so then we can sort out this.
Now this is clear. I hope now this is clear. Okay. 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 So if we want to find out the considerable amount of change in any variable with respect to in given variable, in general, what is the variable? That is the time. यार तुम कितने बदल गए, पहले तुम ऐसे थे अब तुम ऐसे हो गए, तो हम चेंज किसके रिस्पेक्ट में मेजर कर रहे हैं बेटा? व्हाट इज द जनरल पैरामीटर? टाइम. यस यानु, सपोज किसी की हाइट सपोज 2 years back in 2020 before COVID, if someone having height suppose 4 feet, okay, and after the COVID in 2022 his height will become beta suppose 6 feet, okay. What is the change of height? We can say 2 feet, but with respect to which variable? That is the time. That is the time. That's why we can say whenever such type of function is given, we have to understand here y is a function of x. If we change the x variable, then what is the change in y? If this change is considerable, we can measure it by the simple mathematics. But anybody tell to me, if at present moment your height is 6 feet, then what is your height after just 10 seconds, just 1 second, just 2 seconds? We can't able. Yes or no, beta? But differentiation gives a very important platform so that we can measure just such very small changes. If we can say that if our x is very small, our change is very small, then this delta is replaced by the letter small d, and this is the meaning delta y upon delta x. For very small change, this will become dy by dx. This is a physical interpretation that very small change in x that tells about what is the change in y. What is the change in y? So we can say this is nothing but small, very small change. This is happen for very small change. I hope this is clear. What is the physical interpretation of the differentiation? Yes, guys. Yes or no? In the same manner, let's talk about the integration. Listen. What is integration? Sir, in 10th standard, we can measure the area of circle, rectangle, trapezoid, yes, even cone, even cylinder, even sphere. Whatever geometry we understand in 10th standard, we can easily measure the area. Okay, but what happened if somebody asked to me, what is the area of this curve? What is the area of this curve? There is no mathematical formula by which we can able to find out area that covered by this curve, because we don't know this curve. This is not our circle, this is not a rectangle, this is not a square. So how we can tell what is the area? I hope you can understand what is the problem here, because you know that key in the physical interpretation, in the engineering application, there are a lot of type of shape possible. Suppose किसी ब्रिज का शेप ऐसा बना है, किसी ब्रिज का शेप ऐसा बना है और नीचे है पैसिफिक ओशन, नीचे है पैसिफिक ओशन. Here I am talking about the Japan. This is the shape of bridge. This is the shape of bridge. And here bullet train is running. Here bullet train is running. Are yes या no बोलूँगा? Yes या no? Here Pacific Ocean. So what will happen? What is the issue? Why we can't calculate integration here? Okay, let's try to understand this. Sir, if bridge is not too much in strength, then it can break. Because in bullet train, that define the capacity ki how many passengers that can rise in bullet train. Okay, so the weight of all the passengers and bullet train that is acting in downward direction. Okay, then we have to know the what is the strength we have to make this bridge so that it can able to carry the load of bullet train along with passengers without failure. So here we can calculate the mg. What is the mass? That is mass of bullet train along with passenger, and mass can be also written as we know that density into volume. And what is the volume, beta? Volume is nothing but that is the area into thickness or area into height. Oh my God. If we don't know what is the area of this shape, then how we can tell about the strength of bridge? Because if we know the strength of bridge, then at any time it can fail. So it is a challenging task for engineer, for especially a civil engineer, to find out this area. Once he know what is this area, he can tell about the volume, and once he know the volume, he can find out what is the load carrying capacity of this bridge. So why we study integration? So that we can calculate variable area. Once we can calculate variable area, it makes understandable for you guys. You can calculate any type of variable area, whatever shape is given. Okay. So what is physical interpretation of integration? To find out variable area. What is the physical interpretation of differentiation? To find out a small change. What is the growth of air? Even you can measure. Okay. I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay. Let's talk about the differentiation of all the function, because time is always a constant for us. So without wasting the time, let's start. We know that already 4 to 5 types of function, that algebraic function, trigonometric function, exponential function, logarithmic function. For all the function, we want to find out that derivative, that differentiation. What is the change of another variable with respect to given variable? So there are 2 types of variable. Whenever we just discuss about such type of situation, this is known as the independent variable, this is known as the dependent variable. If we want to find out what is the change in dependent variable, if we perform a small change in independent variable. In other words, how we can say that if we put a small change in input, then what is a small change that observed in output? That is the meaning of differentiation. So, okay, sir, here what is the function? That is the algebraic function. If we choose algebraic function, something like y equal to x raised to power m, then our dy by dx will become nx n minus 1. Learn this formula. Whatever power is given, that we have to put in front and put the power by subtracting 1. Okay. On the same manner, if you want to calculate dy by dx of this function, what is the value of n here, beta? You can say 2. We have to put 2 in front of variable and put the power by reducing 1. So this will become 1. 2x raised to power 1, that is the 2x. In the same manner, if I say y equal to 1 upon x square, then what is the differentiation? Anybody can tell me what is the differentiation? How we can solve? Sir, we can apply this formula whenever such type of function is given. Here 1 upon x square is given, then what we have to do? No problem, beta. We have to make x square in the form of this variable. So we can say this variable in this manner. Okay, and here if we say what is d upon dx, just apply this formula. This will become -2 and reduce the -2 by 1. This will equal to -3. This is the answer. And I hope you can tell what is the answer of this formula. Listen, listen, listen. Whenever variable that is associated with constant, whenever variable that is associated with constant, differentiation don't affect the constant when constant is associated with variable. Okay, keep this thing in your mind. So we can say here 3 is a constant and that is associated with the x square. So differentiation does not affect the 3. So we can put 3 outside, and as usual, you can perform the differentiation of x square, and x square differentiation by the formula, this will become 2x. And what is our answer, beta? 6x. Okay, tell me, come on guys, tell me answer of this problem. Here, how many terms are present? 1, 2, 3. So we have to perform differentiation for all the 3 terms. Okay, we can say what is the differentiation of x square? 2x. What is the differentiation of 3x? This will become 3. What is the differentiation of x raised to power 4? So we can say if we raise in numerator, this will become -4 x raised to power -5. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, how I perform differentiation? How? What is the procedure? And this is done for the algebraic function. In the same manner, if I am talking about the trigonometric function, beta, so we know that there is the 6 trigonometric function. So differentiation of sine x, that can be written as cos x. That can be written as cos x. Differentiation of cos x, that is nothing but minus sine x. Minus sine x. Remember, differentiation of tan x, that is the sec square x. In the same manner, differentiation of cot x, that is the minus cosec square x. Differentiation of sec x, how we can write down? First of all, write down the sec x, then write down the tan x. What is the cosec x? First of all, write down the cosec x and into cot x. One more trick I want to tell you how you can remember ki how many such trigonometric function in their differentiation minus sign is come, which is started with C letter. Let us check. Here, C that is start, cos x is started with C letter, then their output is negative. Here cot x is also started with C letter, here its output is also negative. Here cosec x is also started with C letter, so here its output is also negative. So by this way, we can remember this formula in your mind, and you can also derive by using that mathematical function. You can also derive this. I hope in 11th standard in calculus, you can derive this formula. Okay, but we have to keep in mind one more thing, beta. What is the differentiation of constant function? Sir, what is meaning of constant? That is not change with respect to any variable. अरे बेटा जब चेंज ही नहीं हो रहा है तो काहे का छोटा सा चेंज? What is the change, beta? That is 0. Yes or no? I hope you can understand how we can say that 0. You can also see that by using x raised to power n, and you can derive this. Okay, but by the physical interpretation, by the common sense, you can say if something is constant, it is not going to be changed. If it is not going to be changed, then what is this change? With respect to any variable, that will always equal to 0. Here I am talking about the two inverse function. Inverse, I am not taking all inverse function, but that is most important. One is the sine inverse x and one is the tan inverse x. What is the differentiation of sine inverse x? That 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. And what is the differentiation of beta tan inverse x? That 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, so we have to keep in mind such type of very small thing but important. Okay, let's move for the next. What is the differentiation of exponential function? Sir, as it is, there is no change. There is no change. What is the meaning of exponential function? We already see in graph in the previous lecture. But exponential function, if we differentiation again, then there is no change in output. This is like as a Besaram type of function. Okay, भाई कितनी भी बार मना करो वही काम करेगा. That is like as a Besaram function, beta. So what is differentiation of exponential function. What is your answer? Sir, वही रहेगा. There is no change. Don't take serious. Just joking. Here I am talking about the logarithmic function. Okay. Here all functions whatever I discussed in the previous lecture, I just cover one by one. So what is the differentiation of the log x beta? That 1 by x. I hope these are the four basic pillar function, and we have to always remember what is the differentiation of these functions, so that we can operate this formula in next few questions. Okay. There are two important rules we have to understand in the differentiation. One is the product rule. If any function is given by the product of two different functions, then how we can find out the differentiation? बहुत आसान बेटा. Listen here. First of all, we have to perform the differentiation of first function and make the second function as observer. Just as an observer. Okay, sir. This is observer. Then what we have to perform in the next step? We have to perform the differentiation of the second function and make the first one is as observer. Okay. Okay, sir. Let's see some example. Here, this function is given that y, that is the product of two different type of function. How we can identify that there are different type of function is involved? We already say there are four category of function. This is come exponential category. This is come algebraic category. So this is nothing but product of function. Sir, this is the first function. This is the second function. What is formula? First of all, we have to differentiate first function, make the second function as a observer. Then we have to differentiate the second function and make first function as observer. Sir, what is the differentiation of the e raised to power x? Sir, abhi to bola Besram, that is e raised to power x. And this is the observer. Okay, what is the differentiation of x? Sir, differentiation of x with respect to x, that will become 1, because in the formula x raised to power n, we already know. Are see. What is differentiation? What is the power where? That is 1. This will equal to 1 into x raised to power 1 minus 1. This will equal to 1 into x raised to power 0, and this will equal to 1. Okay. So in this manner, we can apply product rule. Okay, beta. Let's see what is the quotient rule. If I am talking about the quotient rule, this is also known as the division rule. Okay. So how we can say that this is different from product rule? Yes, bilkul different, right? Different, hai beta. First of all, we have to perform differentiation of the first function, and as usual, in the product rule, make the second function is observer. Okay, sir. Whenever we apply product rule, then we have to put plus sign here. But here, this is the quotient rule. So by the common sense, we have to put negative sign here. Okay. Again, we can say differentiation of second function and make first function as an observer. Then this is the new thing, and we have to remember divide over second function square. Divide over second function square. Let's see one example. Okay, sir, this is on numerator, so this is first, this is second. How we can write down the dy by dx? Let's see differentiation of first function. What is the differentiation of x square? That is the 2x into this one is the observer. Okay, minus differentiation of second function. What is the differentiation of log x? Very good. 1 by x into first function. Divide over second square. Are yes yano guys. Are yes yano. At 2x log x, and this will equal to x. Divide over log x square. This is our answer. I hope this is clear to everyone, beta. Okay. Everything is going smoothly according to me. Tell me what happened from your side. Okay, is there any problem? Is there any concept that? Can I repeat it again? Okay, let's move for the next. You can message in the comment box. Is there any problem, beta? Otherwise, we can continue for the next. Okay. Next is the chain rule, beta. What is the chain rule, beta? Basically, firstly, we just discuss about the basic of the chain rule. Suppose here y equal to sine 4x is given, and we have to find out the dy by dx. First of all, whatever we learn in standard function, algebraic, trigonometric, exponential, logarithmic, everything is okay. There is no problem. This is the trigonometric function. But what is harder for me? Sir, sir, listen. If this 4 is not here, then everything it is okay. Then this is the y equal to sine x, and we know what is the differentiation cos x. But this 4 is destroy the whole system. Then what we have to do better? In such type of question that comes under the category of the chain rule, the 4 that creating problem here. So what we have to do? We just want to replace by this 4x with some other variable, because if we able to remove this 4x by assuming in terms of other variable, this will become a single unit. Once this will become a single unit, it is easy for us. Okay, so here if we assume, so simply what is first approach to solve this type of question? That is very simple. D upon dx, put the value of y, sine 4x. Okay, but what is the problem? We don't know what is the differentiation of sine 4x. Even we know what is the differentiation of sine x, but we don't know what is the differentiation of sine 4x. So that's why we can assume 4x equal to t. So this will become d upon dx sine t. बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो गई बेटा. D upon dx of sine t. T is another variable. X is another variable. Can how we can differentiate? Because differentiation is happen only when the same type of variable that is present in function and present by with respect to we want to differentiate. That is again a issue for us. So how we can tackle with this issue? So in order to tackle such type of situation, we have to perform into and divide over dt and dt, so that we can differentiate this function easily, and we can say very good. This is d upon dt of sine t. This is nothing but cos t, and dt upon dx. How we can find out the dt by dx? So what we assume beta? 4x equal to t. So here if we differentiate both sides with respect to x, so this will equal to dx upon x. This will become dt upon dx, and dt upon dx equal to 4. And put the value of t here. Here we will get answer. But we are not going to do it again and again. We just feel the situation and write the answer. How? How is it possible? Let's see. First of all, who is creating problem here? Just assume that is the Tinku. Okay. Suppose we can say here y equal to sine 4x. If you want to write down answer in one step, say, sir, if it will become a single unit, then this will become very easy. So always whatever term that create hurdle, suppose that it is Tinku. It is Tinku. So suppose that this is our Tinku. If this is our Tinku, so what is a problem for me? That's y equal to sine Tinku. Just think your mind. What is the differentiation of sine x? Sir, cos x. So what is the differentiation of sine Tinku? Sir, cos Tinku. ये सब कॉन्वर्सेशन माइंड में होनी चाहिए. सर cos Tinku. सर क्या टिंकू रियलिटी में एग्जिस्ट करता है? नो सर, ये तो इमेजिनेशन है. यस सर. फिर टिंकू का भी तो अलग से करना पड़ेगा. यस सर. विद रिस्पेक्ट टू किसके? एक्स के. तो टिंकू का एक्स के रिस्पेक्ट में क्या होगा बेटा? टिंकू क्या था? सर टिंकू तो 4x था. 4x का एक्स के रिस्पेक्ट में एक्स. खत्म. अरे खत्म हो गया बेटा. टिंकू की वैल्यू रख दो, आंसर आ गया. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन. सर प्लीज can we apply this funda here? Why not beta? Here e raised to power 4x. What is 4x? Sir, just assume Tinku. E raised to power Tinku. What is the differentiation? Same. E raised to power Tinku. What is the actually Tinku? 4x. And what we have to remember? We have to again differentiate Tinku with respect to x. What is the differentiation of 4x beta? That is the 4 answer. Is it clear to everyone beta? How we can tackle this situation? Say, sir, this is something like this, sine x whole square. We can also write down this. Sir, I am not comfortable in such type of question, because in place of sine x, if x is here, then we are very happy. And we can say if place of sine x, if only x is here, we can say this is our x square. And what is the differentiation of x square? We can say 2x. So who is creating problem here? Sir, sine x. Whatever variable that is creating problem, just assume Tinku. So we can say this is our Tinku. So this will become Tinku square. What is the differentiation of Tinku square? Sir, this is like as x square. This will become 2 tinku. This will become 2 tinku. And one more thing, we have to again difference tinku with respect to x. So what is tinku? Tinku is sine x. Then what is the differentiation of sine x with respect to x? Cos x. Very good. Cos x. Put the value of tinku here. The value of tinku is nothing but beta. That is sine x. This is our answer. This is our answer. And in the from mathematics, this is nothing but sine 2x. This is sine 2x. I hope this is clear, beta. Okay. Beta, what is the answer of this problem? What is the answer of this problem? Anybody in chat box, comment what is the answer of this problem? Come on, guys. GNV Weed, Nalkunda, Rajkot, come on. What is the answer of this problem? Please give me answer in comment box. Come on, guys. Y equal to sec square x minus tan square x. What is the answer of this problem? Tell me answer in comment box. Come on, guys. Tell me answer in comment box. Come on. Anybody? I am waiting for your answer. I am waiting for still waiting. Give me answer. Listen, beta, listen. 0. Sir, what is this? This is nothing but trigonometry identity. That's why I am saying why trigonometry identity is too much important. We know that sec square x minus tan square x is nothing but this is 1 and 1 is constant. And what is the differentiation of constant? 0. This is very important identity. That's why makes your formula very easy, beta. Okay. If you are going to solve this, you can take 5 minutes. You can consume 4 minutes. Okay. If you remember the identity, you can solve it. This is the homework problem for you guys. That y equal to sine square 4x plus e raised to power sine x. This is the homework problem for you guys. Take a screenshot, whatever you want. I hope you can write down sine square 4x plus e raised to power sine x. Let's move for the next. That next is the integration, beta. First of all, we have to understand it's a differentiation. Here we have to find out the difference in integration. What is integration? If somebody asks me what is the integration, beta, is simple. Integration is nothing but fancy name of addition. Fancy name of addition. Sir, in 10th standard we already know summation. This is also perform same task for adding. There are n numbers of times. Okay. But what is the difference between the summation and the integration? We can say, yeah, integration advanced version hai, updated version hai summation ka. Okay, that will apply for a function also. This is apply for continuous function also. Okay, here summation we can only able to calculate the sum for the discrete variables. Okay, here we tackle continuous variable. That is the difference. And one more thing, don't think too much. See that the summation, what is the first letter of summation? That is S. That is S. Oh my God. इसी S को तोड़ मरोड़ के ऐसे बना दिया गया है बेटा. Yes, yeah. That is the integration. That is the symbol, something like summation. Okay, sir. So this is the inverse process of the differentiation. Yes. Here we have to add the given terms. Here, suppose fx is given a function and we have to integrate the fx with respect to dx. How we can read this integration of f with respect to x? There are two types of integration. One is the indefinite integration, where we don't know the value of constant, that is known as the arbitrary constant. And another is the definite integration, where we know what is the lower limit and upper limit of our integration. Okay. So whenever indefinite integration is given, there is some output definitely come into picture. Say the output of the fx dx is the f capital X. And from our side, we add an arbitrary constant because we don't know what is the exact value of this constant. But in the case of the definite integration, we must do limit. So there is no need to put the indefinite constant here. Okay. Here again, we do same thing. that we already performed for the differentiation. First of all, we are talking about what is the integration of algebraic function. So here algebraic function is given. Here n must not equal to -1, because if n equal to -1, then this formula is not valid, because this will become infinite. So in differentiation, we have to reduce power by 1, but integration we have to add power by 1, and the same term we have to divide in denominator. Okay, I hope this is clear. Sir, how we can apply this formula? Let's see one example. If I equal to x dx, is this algebraic function? Yes. What is n here? 1. So n plus 1, this will become 2. The same time we have to divide. This is our answer. Anybody tell me what is the answer of this question? Yes, raised to power -2 dx. Are yes or no, guys? Yes or no? So, sir, how we can solve? Here n is -2, so this will become -2 plus 1, -2 plus 1 plus c. Answer. Are yes or no? Yes or no? Let's move further. Trigonometric function. Okay. What is trigonometric function, beta? Sir, sine x. So, tell me, raise a question from your side. Sin x किसका डिफरेंशिएशन होता था? Sin x किसका डिफरेंशिएशन होता था? तो व्हाट इज योर आंसर? सर, sin x cos x का डिफरेंशिएशन माइनस sin x होता था. दिस इज नथिंग बट माइनस cos x. cos x किसका डिफरेंशिएशन होता था? Raise a question. Then what is answer by yourself? Sir, cos x is the differentiation of sin x, and we know that integration is reverse process. This is the sin x. And tan x, what is the integration of tan x? Log sec x. What is the integration of cot x? Log cos x. Remember this formula also. And this is the important data. This is very, very easy to remember, either in differentiation, either in integration. Besram is remain Besram. So we can say what is the integration of exponential function? That same, that is e raised to power x. And from our side, we have to add a constant c. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Here, what is the integration of 1 by x? We already know we can't apply this formula. We can't apply this formula, that formula of algebraic function, because here the numerator will become 0 and the whole term will tending toward the infinite. That is the reason, beta. So we have to think about कि सर 1 by x किसका डिफरेंशिएशन होता था? आंसर मिलेगा बेटा अपने आप से ही, log x. So what is the integration of 1 by x? आंसर मिल गया सर, log x. Yes या no बेटा? Tell me what is the answer of e raised to power 4x? In the same concept of Tinku, we can say if e raised to power x, then our answer e raised to power x. In differentiation, whatever constant term is given, we just multiply in front of given variable. But in integration, we have to perform reverse process. So here we have to divide this. Here we have to divide this. Here cos 2x, this will become sin 2x. And here we know that 2 is constant. If this is differentiation, then we have to multiply. But if the integration, then we have to divide. I hope this is clear, beta. Just give a basic idea how we can tackle integration problem. Let's talk about the definite integration. What is the meaning of the definite integration? The definite integration means limit pata hai sir, kahan se kahan. Yes, beta. We know our limit. Okay, that's why we doing such type of things. So be careful whenever we perform fx dx. Suppose that the integration of fx dx is nothing but f capital X and limit is a to b. What we have to do? See here, there are chair is given. Suppose this is chair. First of all, in this chair, we have to put upper limit, then put minus sign from your side. Then this chair we have to put lower limit. Okay, this is the process. Let's see with the example, beta, how we can perform this. We know that this is the 0 x square dx. This is the algebraic function. So answer will become x cubed by 3. If we put the limit, beta, first of all, in the chair of variable, we have to put upper limit. आगे बड़ा वाला बोलेगा मैं बैठूंगा, बैठा दो बेटा. फिर माइनस साइन, फिर छोटा वाला बोलेगा हो गया भाई तेरा काम हो गया, मेरे को बैठाओ, तो छोटे वाले को बैठा दो. In place of variable put 0. अरे छोटू का भी काम हो गया. You get answer 1/3. अरे yes या no guys. And what is the mathematical meaning, physical meaning of beta different integration? That area under curve on x-axis, because we know that f x dx means if a function y equal to fx is given beta, so we have to think about if we want to find out what is output at any input x, put x here and we will get output y. Oh my god, this is output, this is nothing but y coordinate and this is fx. What is input beta? X. What is this gap? This is the very small, say this is the dx. So this is nothing but this is a rectangular strip. And what is the length of this rectangular strip? Dx. What is the width? Dx. What is the area of this small rectangular strip? Small rectangular strip. We can say small rectangular strip, that area is length into width. Oh my god, इतना बड़ा धोखा. ये fx dx ये कुछ भी नहीं है. This is the small area of strip. Small area of strip. And if we want to calculate the whole area, then what we have to do? We have to divide the total region by same type of strip having the thickness dx. If we add area of all the strip, we able to get total area. So we can say that sir, fx dx, this is the area of small strip. If we put integration, it means total area. And here we have to tell the limit from here to here. So if we put limit, so we can say this is area from A to B. That is the total area. That is the total area that is projected on the x-axis. So beta, this is class about differentiation and integration. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Okay. And we have to also perform some practice problem from the differentiation and integration section, and from tomorrow class we just start our sound wave. Okay beta, so thank you so much for attending the class. Okay, let's meet in next class.